Young Kwon.
That's me.
Young Kwon.
Young Kwon. Young. Yeah, you can call me Young.
All right, Young. So how did you first get into bodybuilding?
First getting to bodybuilding. Man, I started in 2020. My twin brother, I have a twin brother, his name is Hiro. He's always been into bodybuilding ever since we were little. He had to come back from school because of COVID, and he kind of helped me start. Yeah, so I guess that's how I started. Yeah.
Good. And do you think that it's improved your life in any aspects? Has it made it more difficult?
Oh, it's made my life overall better. Obviously with the confidence that I get from my physical changes also comes with confidence within, because you know, you learn about how if you put in this much amount of work, you will get that much amount of results. So kind of using the fundamental for everything else in life. Yeah, so a lot better.
That's good to hear. I'll let you keep going.
Whew.
Yeah. So what do you think is the major difference between, you know, just going in to work out and, you know, be healthy and bodybuilding?
Oh, I mean, you kind of see the gym as something like a soccer field, right? Mm-hmm. So if you go out to a soccer field, you're not limited to just soccer. There are a lot of sports that you can play, like rugby, football, baseball, right? So the gym is kind of like that in terms of you can utilize it in a lot of different ways. But your question was, how does bodybuilding differ from?
Yeah, from just going to work out.
To me, the definition of bodybuilding is eventually stepping on stage and doing a bodybuilding show. So I think there is a difference in like the end game, the goal, what you're trying to achieve. So, you know, clear purpose, purpose for stepping on stage. I think that'll be like the main difference. Yeah. All right. Looking good. Not bad.
So, Young, how do you think that your diet differs from that of other people? You know, are you eating the same things or are you eating differently because of bodybuilding?
Drastically changes between when I am prepping and when I'm not prepping for a show. So as of now, for me, the more nutrition, the better. Obviously, I don't want to gain too much body fat because eventually I'll have to lean down anyway. So I'm not really trying to put on unnecessary weight. But then always trying to constantly gain muscle little by little. So yeah, I've been eating the same thing since like April, honestly, twice a day. But that's just me. High protein, high carbs, some fat. I usually get my micronutrients from supplements. I haven't drank a protein shake in a while, probably since like March. But I ordered some last week because of Amazon sale, so I'll be drinking that probably from the end of this month once it arrives.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is this the same Young that you were talking about?
No, the young I was talking gets 8 hours of sleep.
That's the anti-Young.
I mean,
That's the anti-Young. That's good gym etiquette. Now would be a good time to address something that I think that a lot of people have questions about. Why do you pose so much, and why do you check yourself out in the mirror? You know?
Complicated answer, but going back to the former question of how does bodybuilding differ from just working out or just utilizing the gym is, of course, I'm confident and I want to feel confident, but the main reason is the same poses that I hit in the mirror will be eventually how I present myself on stage. So I need to get comfortable hitting those poses and almost kind of memorizing it with my muscles and my body. Because when I get on stage, I won't be able to see the mirror. So I think that's one of the reasons why. Other reasons is, to feel the muscle. You get a good pump. And honestly, hitting poses, working out is only like a very small part of bodybuilding. Hitting the poses are what really the point of bodybuilding is. So yeah, that's why I hit poses all the time. Try to hit as much as I can. Obviously not enough to exhaust myself, but enough for me to get used to hitting them. But yeah.
Change of scenery here. What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy the most about bodybuilding?
Man, enjoy the most. Makes my life better.
Makes your life better.
Yeah, this is where I come to relieve stress. This is where I come to feel confident. This is where I come to build work ethic, discipline. Doing things that I physically don't want to do, but doing them anyway. I think that's my favorite part. Kind of ironic, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, usually that's what my favorite thing about working out.
So out of the three, training, diet, and mentality, what do you think is the most difficult for you personally?
Everything falls under mentality. Everything falls under mentality. You can't train without the right mentality. You cannot diet without the right mentality. So everything falls under mentality. But if I had to prioritize, diet, and then training. Yeah. I think that's also what makes a big difference between just working out and really categorizing yourself as a bodybuilder is the component of dieting, eating correctly. And another part is obviously when it comes to training, you have to train everything overall. You know, if you see soccer players, you see swimmers, calisthenic athletes, they all have a certain body part that really exceeds. But as a bodybuilder, you really have to work out everything. Not just training your favorite part, like just chest day every day. So, but yeah, priority, dieting, and then working out. Obviously, doing both correctly is the perfect choice. Correct choice. This is my friend James.
Making a video.
James, how do you know Young?
From the gym.
From the gym?
From the gym.
What's one thing you can say about Young that like stands out about him?
He's got the biggest biceps in the gym.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I might have torn this one actually.
So sick. You know Max Taylor Lips?
Yeah.
That's how he kind of does his videos.
What do you think is the biggest misconception surrounding bodybuilding?
Biggest misconception. Misconceptions are made up of so many various opinions. I can't really pinpoint the biggest, but I do feel like a lot of people think that I'm a very judgmental person, that I hold high standards for being fit or fitness for everybody, but that is actually not true. So the biggest misconception is bodybuilders are judgmental. They think they're better than anyone else, but I can say for myself that is not true. Yeah, and I think honestly, every bodybuilder that I have met, they are very humble. They are very much focused on themselves, almost too focused to even think about other people and judge other people. So, yeah. Another part is obviously not everybody, but usually bodybuilders, we started lifting. We started lifting because we had our own insecurities and we weren't comfortable with our own bodies. So if you really think about it, bodybuilders actually have the most empathy and compassion towards those who are just starting or beginners. I say I could only speak for myself because I have witnessed some people in the gym who are very much judgmental, who are not focused on themselves, but it's usually they haven't really done anything, haven't made much progress themselves. So it's usually a lot of that resonating out of them onto other people. But yeah.
All right. Last question.
Hi.
So if you were to tell yourself, you know, when you first started working out,
Yes.
what would you tell yourself? Like something advice.
Get yourself a food scale so you can start measuring what you eat. The faster you get a food scale, the faster you'll make progress. Yeah, that's what I'll tell myself.
All right. Well, thank you, Young. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sam.
Danny, how do you know Young?
He's my master. Shifu.
Oh, sorry.
Who was your motivation, bro?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's already in the documentary.
I was like, find out in the documentary.